This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Quiet on the set, please! Silence! Silence!
I knew you'd come. I'm not finished with you!
I am the cream, the cream of the crop.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening.
Because we don't just set the bar, we are the bar.
Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on the Broken Infinite up there. Presented by RVT Entertainment on the BrokenInfinite.com, Podomatic.com, iTunes, and wherever else you may find this fine audio recording, and live on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. We talk about professional wrestling, both in the mainstream and the independent scene. Yeah, that was 10 hours of wrestling. And that was just WWE. Minus the Hall of Fame, of course. My name is Matty Jay, that is TWK. Nope. Hit the button, bud. Date up.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm TWK Reviews, and I'm here to entertain you.
There you go.
And we're using Discord instead of Skype tonight because we have a special guest.
Yeah, we decided to accommodate the guest / test the sound quality of this particular thing, because we've been using Discord for a while, but not for the Wrestle-Cast. So we're trying something new tonight. Joining us, however, is a good friend who we have not seen in a very long while. Matter of fact, I think that was last year's WrestleMania. No, it was someone else. But you did watch last year's WrestleMania, I think. I might be wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, the Shades is here.
How are you doing, everybody?
Who hath dared wake the Shades from his slumber?
Yeah, for a lot of you, it's probably been a long time since you've seen my happy ass around here.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, Lord. What a day. Here's how this works. You know, I think it was Tuesday. Tuesday or Wednesday. No, it was Wednesday. No, Tuesday. It was Tuesday. I'm minding my own business. I'm at work. My phone buzzes. It's Discord. It's the Shades going, hey, it says, hey, Matty, you got any guests for Friday's Wrestle-Cast? I said, not as of yet. He says,
you do now.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've been voluntold.
I have my reasons, though I won't be able to comment much on one of the shows we'll be talking about tonight. When it comes to the big one, I have plenty to say.
You had at least 5 hours of wrestling, and if you count the pre-show, 7 of them. So there's plenty to talk about.
Yeah, I was there for all 7 hours.
So was I.
All 3 of us were. Oh my God. So yeah. We are well versed in the I don't know, 60% bullshit. There are some good parts. We'll get to those parts, of course, and of course your emails, comments, and your news, and your winners and losers of the week, and all that good stuff. But first, ladies and gentlemen, clip of the week, numero uno. Now, I said 10 hours of wrestling if you just watched WWE, minus the Hall of Fame. Now, I watch all the independent stuff. We'll cover some of the independent stuff with the news if we can in the third segment. But let's be honest, it's WWE's big weekend. We got to talk about WWE. Not to mention the fact that they got not one, but 2 matches with 5 stars from Uncle Dave Meltzer.
Holy shit!
One of them, well, actually, both of them were NXT. One of them was the conclusion of the main event of TakeOver New Orleans. Ladies and gentlemen, with Morrow, Percy, and Nigel on the call, Gargano, Ciampa. It should have been a bloodbath. It could have been a bloodbath. But fucking A, was it awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, clip of the week. 5 stars, number 2 of the evening. Yeah, number 2. We'll get to that first one. Ladies and gentlemen, your clip of the week. Take a listen.
Bending that crutch, breaking apart that crutch, very much like he would love to do to Tommaso Ciampa. What is going through the mind of Johnny Gargano? Ow!
Wait.
Oh wow, I thought he was going to...
Why'd he stop?
I thought he was going to stab him with that crutch.
Why'd he stop?
What the... Why is he stopping? Gargano and Ciampa met in the opening round of the Cruiserweight Classic. There was a moment in that match where Ciampa had an opportunity to put away Gargano in similar fashion. He refused to do so. It cost him the match. And now...
Is he having mercy on
I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Gargano with the Gargano escape as Ciampa was trying to sucker punch him again with that brace. Is Ciampa going to be forced to tap?
Try for it. Look at this instead.
Oh, and an SDF.
He's doing it with the brace.
There's the tap.
There you go. Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso I'm an asshole Ciampa. Let's see.
Heel.
Oh my god. I'm calling it right now. Heel of the year, Tommaso fucking Ciampa.
Jesus Christ. You know, it's funny. I remember years ago, you guys would just sing his praises. I remember hearing all the times you would just gush over this guy in the indies. And now here he is at NXT pulling the same thing and just being that much more of an awesome guy for it, even if he is a heel.
How about us calling down on the Sicilian psychopath, huh? Oh my god. And that's where we begin, ladies and gentlemen, not with WrestleMania 34 proper, but with NXT TakeOver New Orleans from the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Louisiana, just across from the Superdome. I am making the joke yet. It was an NXT production, Smoothie King Center. Purported attendance 13,955, excuse me. A good chunk of sweaty marks. All of them eating the shit out of everything. Including the first match of the night, 31-24, a ladder match to determine the first ever NXT North American champion. It was EC3, Killian Big Dame O'Dane, Lars Sullivan, who actually had a good showing, I might add, Ricochet, missed the king of flippy shit, Ricochet, and the Velveteen Dream. And the winner, T-Dub. I get to do it. Adam Cole, baby! Oh.
How long have you been saving that up?
I've been doing it all week. What are you talking about? This was This, you want to talk about the 5-star matches? There were 2 of them. This is the first one of the night, the first 5-star match. Also, TW Mono want to hit the button if you want to talk there. I don't know if he's.
I was just waiting for my cue.
There you go. You could talk anytime. You could jump in.
I was waiting for I was letting you speak.
He's trying to let you get it out of your system because God knows you need to.
Well, at this point, we all need to. At this point, well, maybe not you.
So this opening match was very fantastic. It went a lot longer than I was expecting it to because, so this show starts at 8, and the ROH show starts at 8:30. So for the first 30 minutes, I was watching NXT with my brother-in-law.
And you watched Supercard of Honor, which at this point, I don't blame you. Yeah, for those wondering, we have to split hairs here because I know TW, you were watching Supercard of Honor. I knew I was watching NXT because I'm like, I don't have the fight.
Here's the thing, after ROH was over, I then went to the living room and watched the entirety of the rest of NXT TakeOver, and so I was watching wrestling from 8 o'clock until 3 in the morning.
Look, it's like it's our job. I tell you. But back on by the way, Supercard of Honor was fucking awesome. Don't get us wrong. We will talk about certain things in the news segment. We're just focusing on the big shit right now, obviously. But no, couple of things. Lars Sullivan over as a heel. People did not want him to win the belt.
No, they did not.
Velveteen Dream, Patrick Clark. Are you okay, bud? Jesus Christ. Them bumps, bro. EC3. Same fucking question. Just, goddamn. Ow. And Ricochet. Flippy shit. He is the king of them.
I assume we all watched the Mauro Ronaldo video.
Oh, I did. I know I did. Oh,
yeah, I missed that. I've seen it floating around. I just haven't watched it.
Yeah, for those who don't know, it's a video just of Mauro Ronaldo's reactions to everything going on. It's just his play-by-play commentary is audio isolated and video of his reactions, and he is constantly just jumping up all over the place, and it's amazing.
He's standing at points. He's staring at the monitor. He's looking at the ring. He is a wrestling fan. Because he is bringing that passion to the job, and that's why you love it. Of course, Adam Cole winning the reddish brown strapped North American Championship. A quick aside on the belt: it's growing on me a little bit. It is.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad.
It's different. I can't bitch about that. But no, excellent match. All 6 came to play, and they played. They had fun. Next up, actually the crowd stayed in there for him, which is amazing. Ember Moon, Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship, who went 12:56, and Shayna Baszler wins by technical submission. The arm went limp. And that's the only thing. And that was just Shayna Baszler's for a little bit. Jeez, there's a spot in there where she dislocate. That spot where she would dislocate shoulders through a stomp on the hand. And the build up to the 2 matches. Ember Moon would give the receipt, and instead of selling that she would Baszler would step outside after reversing something and just actually ram herself to the pole, like the ring pole, to jam it back in. I'm like, ow, just ow.
As
we feeling that in the morning.
Had joints pop out of their body, popping them back in never feels good. It never ever feels good.
Speaking from actual experience, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, for me, it's only been my knees. I've never had my shoulders pop out, but still, it fucking hurts.
Again, from experience on both ends, it fucking sucks. But it was a great match. The crowd was not dead, but they were still into the match. Also, love the rock and roll entrance. That was
Lizzie Hale played
Lizzie
Ember
Hale
Moon to the ring.
I forgot the name. It was Lizzie Hale. There were two women guitar people playing people to the ring. So I was afraid to.
Yeah, this was Lizzie Hale, lead
Lizzie Hale.
guitarist from Hailstorm.
That was awesome.
That was a really nice surprise.
Hey, speaking of surprises, segue. NXT Tag Team Championship and the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic final at the same time. It was the trophy and the belts at the same time. It was a triple threat tag. The Authors of Pain and Pete Dunne versus Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong taking on Adam Cole, baby, who was replacing Bobby Fish due to injury, and Kyle O'Reilly. And the Undisputed Era won.
As I predicted, because to me, here's why they had to win. Because Authors of Pain were obviously going to be called up soon, and they were. And I knew Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong weren't going to win because Pete Dunne's still not under a strict contract with WWE.
So, the only belt you want on him is the UK title, technically.
Yeah. However, what I did not predict was how they would retain.
Yeah, speaking of surprises, Roderick Strong, and where's my spoonie button? I think we need the spoonie button for this. I think you'll agree. Yeah. I think, TW, will agree, this needs the spoonie button.
Betrayal!
What?
Betrayal! Betrayed me!
And it was a shock, and then I thought about it. So, he works better heel. He does.
Yes, I enjoyed his heel work in Ring of Honor. Now we'll get to see it on NXT.
So it just makes sense. So the Undisputed Era has its fourth member, 3 belts, and a trophy with silver-plated boots. Also, Hairball agreed. Pete Dunne gonna beat a bitch.
Rare Strong Style versus the Undisputed Era. I like that.
Whoever posted that up, genius booking. Also, Hunter book it. They're all under an agreement with WWE for NXT. It can be done. Speaking of it can be done, how about that main event? 1830, NXT Championship. Andrade Cien Almas defended with, of course, with Selena Vega. He defended against Alistair Black, and Alistair Black won.
This was quite the enjoyable match, with Alistair Black having to overcome the constant interference from Zelina Vega.
Love the finish, too.
Zelina Vega just going to the well one too many times and just having essentially being hoisted by her own petard, I guess you could say.
Yes.
Being the cause of Cien's own downfall, and Alistair taking advantage. And Alistair, for the first time at least that I've seen, smiled when he won.
Yeah. Which, again, the thumb is up there. Good continuity. Also, yeah, how would you feel about winning a major promotions championship? You'd feel elated. You'd be happy in your head place. And, we're speeding through. We shouldn't be speeding through, but we have to because I know there's another gentleman who's sitting there on his hands because he didn't watch TakeOver. Sorry, Shades, we got to take care of business first.
That, and we just have so much to cover to begin with.
Yeah. The main event, the other 5-star match, as we mentioned, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. It was an unsanctioned match, which was no DQ, no count out, all that stuff. If Gargano won, he would be reinstated to NXT. It went 37 minutes, 6 seconds. Gargano, and you heard the finish of the match where they both sat the same way they both sat at the end of the Cruiserweight Classic. Another match, other end of match scenarios. Can't say I blame Dave on this one. 5 stars, yeah, they earned it. They fucking earned it. Then again,
this was absolutely stellar storytelling in this match.
It was working on 4 stars the minute Tommaso Ciampa walked into the room with that heel reaction in 2018, no less.
Yeah, no theme music, just booze.
No theme music. Everyone just raining chants like, fuck you, Ciampa. Asshole. Just boo this man. And inside, I know Ciampa was going, oh yeah.
I didn't even know Suzuki would have competition for heel of the year, but here we go.
Yeah, it sounds to me like he was like, I'm gonna drink it in, man.
Yeah. He would be on the top at the turnbuckle. He would do the pose that Gargano did. More heat. Nom, nom, nom. There's so many spots here. We could gush about this match so much. This is one of those rare moments where go to the network, plug the fucker in, have some popcorn in your beverage of choice, enjoy yourself.
This was definitely just this whole show in general, especially this match, was just built on mostly this is just a bunch of feel good moments, especially this match. This match was
feel good moments and just shock value and Adam Cole, baby.
And as usual, Adam Cole making the best facial expressions.
Yes. The meme face extraordinaire.
Yeah, nobody can do a better facial than Adam Cole.
Phrasing. Anyway, this obviously the hottest crowd they've had. There's been discussion. This is the greatest takeover ever. I was like top 5 for sure, but after like 2 5-star match reviewed by Dave Meltzer, there's no doubt this has to be the greatest takeover ever put together.
Great crowd, great matches, some legitimate shocks. There's no downside to this card at all. There's nothing.
There's
no
is
weak
none.
Points.
Even anything else would be a nitpick. And yeah, Lars Sullivan has a 5-star match. Eat it. He's earned it. He's part of the crew that put that match together. No.
Someone pointed out that Lars Sullivan now has more 5-star matches this year than Kazuchika Okada.
And it's not that Okada hasn't been trying to get those 5-star matches. Oh my god. He's got more than Kenny Omega too, doesn't he? Oh, no. He got 5 stars from Dave at Strong Style Evolved. He's got the same amount of 5-star matches that Kenny Omega. But anyway, neither here nor there.
Time to rate this show.
5 out of 5. Easy.
Yeah, 5.
This is a must-watch show. Just for the crowd alone, it's a must-watch show.
The crowd, the matches, the atmosphere, everything.
You knew it was WrestleMania weekend when the crowd shows up and just wants to have a good fucking time. Speaking of a fucking time, yes, I did remove the word good from it. It was a long fucking time. I'm pretty sure people were having fun, and I know I did, but even after like the 3rd hour, I'm like, ooh, okay, I'm bushed. True story. I had my alcohol, my alcohol, and on the way to work, I had picked up the requisite pizza because God's sakes, wrestling and pizza they go together. Go to the dollar store and they have some Pepsi. I'm like, you know what? Been a while since I had some Pepsi. I'm going to pick up a couple of bottles just in case I run out of booze. Ran out of booze, and I'm glad I brought the Pepsi because the caffeine woke me up. And it's not it's not to say that the effort was there, because I was paying attention, but it's like 7 hours on your ass is a marathon. But WrestleMania 34. The Silverdome, Superdome, the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. All right, it's going to be at the Silverdome. What? Presented by Snickers, Rocket League, April 8th, 2018. The purported audience, 78,133. Let's talk about this. Let's go through this marathon. Holy crap!
Please, let's do.
All the people on the call, the wiki page is there. I am just looking at the card at this point. Pre-show started with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. By the way, Andre the Giant, HBO, great job. Love the documentary. It was good. It was fun. Great movie. And the right man won. Matt Hardy.
Yeah, and that twist, for most of that, the Battle Royal was pretty straightforward. Your standard Battle Royal thing, not really much to talk about. But then you get to the end and that nice little twist as to who saves the day for Matt Hardy. My God, what a twist.
Hey, Mark Rubin, hello. Hey, RVT buddies, what's up? I'm doing nothing much. We're talking about WrestleMania 34 on the Wrestle-Cast. But anyway, and he's talking to the trophy. Matt Hardy's talking to the trophy.
Yes,
calling
wonderful.
him, "Oh, boss, that was a good point." He's calling the trophy boss. He's talking to the Andre trophy like it's actual Andre Rusimov.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I predicted, and I'm very happy with that prediction.
And I'm happy in my head place.
This is one prediction I was happy to be correct with.
Biohybrid on the Discord actually shared the elders react to WrestleMania. Hey, fine bros, where was Matt Hardy in this?
Oh!
I guess, they only seem to want people to react to the main event matches.
Which, fair enough, but there needs to be a video of people reacting to Woken Matt Hardy. Just you want to say fake? You want to be weirded out? I'll give you weirded out. That's what I'm telling you.
Matty, you have your job.
Huh?
Get your parents to react to Matt Hardy.
No.
Your idea.
My idea, and I'll tell you right now, it ain't gonna happen.
Well, if you're not gonna follow through with it, don't bring it up.
I'm talking about the Fine Brothers. That's their job. My job is to talk wrestling in front of a microphone for a couple hours every Friday night. That's my job. And Power Rangers every Thursday and TRPGs on.
I agree with Double.
You get the idea.
I agree with Double in the chat. Do not make him Mojo.
Ooh, no, nobody wants.
No. But it was a great match. Speaking of great matches, the final determined the Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Cedric Alexander, over Mustafa Ali in 12-20. A nice Cruiserweight match.
Yeah, I was actually pretty satisfied with it. Some good spots there and there.
Yeah.
I loved Ali's outfit. That looked freaking amazing.
Mortal Kombat!
It was a mix of, Sub-Zero or Glacier, if you want to really get obscure with the wrestling references. But a little bit of Winter Soldier and a little bit of Iron Man.
A little bit. There's like so many combinations, and it looked so badass.
It did. I loved it.
And of course, points to Cedric Alexander for coming out with the Black Panther outfit.
Yeah. So it's Black Panther versus Winter Soldier, basically.
Yeah. But a great matchup, great spots, and flippy spots, and guess what? Look, the crowd was there; they liked it.
The only downside to this match for me is that it wasn't on the show proper.
Yeah, that's the only down, really. Hey, speaking of downs, the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal and went 950 total. Naomi last eliminated Bayley. The big spot was Sasha Bayley, with Bayley pulling the betrayal, throwing Sasha over the top rope, and she thought she won. I won it. Oh fuck, Naomi's still in this.
It's at this point that this is where Bayley learned when keeping it real goes wrong.
You know what? Being honest, even though I would have really been happy with Bayley or Sasha winning, I liked the way they twisted that. Just that little surprise out of nowhere. It was handled well, and it's not like Naomi's a bad wrestler, so I'm not really against the idea.
Yeah, I know. Sort of like how they're still playing into Sasha and Bayley is still at the point where they can't even trust each other anymore. So it would actually make sense for this to happen.
It continues the story, which again, smart move. Because it's not the blow off. The battle royal is not the blow off. It's the trigger of the feud.
Yeah. I just hope that they have a proper match at Backlash.
They should
Also,
have a proper match at Backlash.
As Devil Pogo Stick brings up in the chat, can we talk about that trophy for a minute?
I
Do we have
mean,
to? Do we really have to?
I mean, I understand you had to change it from the Moolah trophy that you probably had designed, but did you really have to go with that?
like, the trophy looks like a big, looks like uterus and ovaries. Let's put streamers on it. It'll make it different. No.
Everyone could tell.
Oh, the streamers only made it worse. Oh,
I will say, when Naomi was hugging it, she looked adorable.
she did. She did. But now on, gentlemen, on to the show proper. Match number 4 on the card. Triple Threat Intercontinental Championship. Hey, if you want a good opener, put the IC title on the line. As proven by these 3 gentlemen, Seth Rollins, Miz, and Finn Balor.
All getting extremely amazing entrances.
Great entrances.
One thing that immediately caught my attention right off the bat was their use of CGI for the entrances, kind of putting all those little things on screen. I mean, it was very obvious what it was, but I thought it added a nice little effect. It's certainly a lot better than what they've done in the past with WrestleMania entrances.
Yeah,
it's better than what they've done on live TV previously, where it's just text on screen, and it looks like Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah.
This one looks like they actually put some CG, some actual effort in their text on screen. So, After Effects?
Yeah, though, I have to, when it comes to entrance, I have to make one personal nitpick. Because on the one hand, I like how we had the Balor Club thing and Finn, representing the LGBT community and all that
Balor
stuff.
Club is for everyone.
I have no beef with that. But on the other hand, this is WrestleMania. This is where the big matches happen.
This is where the big boys play.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to go there, but okay. So I have one question for you. Why in the ever-loving fuck did we not get Demon Balor tonight?
Yeah,
that should have been a Demon Balor night.
I agree. We should have gotten a Rainbow Demon.
I would have been I'm with T-Dub. I would have been all for that.
You know what? He's saving that for SummerSlam. Rainbow Demon.
I want to see that, damn it.
I've seen somebody design that. It actually looks pretty badass. I don't know where it is. It was somewhere on Twitter.
Not surprised, but yeah.
Someone did a mock-up.
You know what? I was going to say something else, but I'm not. It's still better than Pumpkin Spice Finn Balor.
Everything is better than Pumpkin Spice Demon.
Pumpkin Spice Finn Balor. Get it right. Anyway, Seth Rollins with the Game of Thrones gimmick. That had me mark out.
That was kind of badass.
Yeah, my brother-in-law and my sister, Marta, I think he's called like a White Walker.
Yes.
Yeah. So that looks kind of badass with like the armor and the blue eyes.
Blue eyes, white armor. Seth White freaking Walker Rollins.
Even for someone like me who's not a big Game of Thrones fan, but at least knows enough about it to know what that is, I thought that was really awesome. Those contacts were really well done. They put Rey Mysterio's contacts to shame.
But Jay, it's because you're the anime guy. Miz should be your favorite because Miz is going to be best Hokage.
Oh no.
Deb?
Do you want to name him or should I?
I'm going to debut, and I'm going to keep debuting. Going, I don't know when I'm going to stop.
You can't tell that Miz looks like Naruto.
I know. Trust me, I saw, and I didn't like it then either. And it's not because I hate The Miz. Honestly, I have no real beef with The Miz. I think he's done well for himself. But that outfit looked fucking ridiculous on him.
That's what he does. He always goes for the most gaudy and ridiculous outfits.
And you forget, I'm not a Naruto fan. So yes, Dave!
There you go. That's Dave number 1 of the night, by the way, folks. Congratulations to Seth Rollins. He completes this Grand Slam, ladies and gentlemen. The Shield have run the gauntlet. Everyone's got the Grand Slam.
The only group in wrestling history to have Grand Slam champions.
Yeah. And we checked over, Derek, I brought it up. I was like, wait, he's got the Grand Slam. And everyone's like doing the research. They said, no, Shield's the only one. Next up, WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair taking on Asuka. Went 13:05. Charlotte Flair has beaten the streak, and no, it did not take Scott Hall and a taser to do it. But it was a great match, to be fair. A couple of notes to this. You brought up the CG. People are going, Asuka's got a regular entrance. No, she got the CG masks.
She got CG. She got the mask that came down.
So people bitching about she got a regular entrance without no. She got her entrance. She got her WrestleMania entrance. There's nothing to bitch about here. I will say this though. Winner of the entrance battle of the entrances here, Charlotte.
Oh God!
I had goose pimples.
Entrance. That was well done. Though I said this in the Skype in the Discord call I had with the guys for this on Sunday. Mm-hmm. I am not a big fan of that whole that whole peacock thing she's got going on behind her. That whole thing that just looks stupid to me.
I agree. That is Dalton Castle's gimmick, and he should sue.
Yes.
Okay. But
there's only one room for one party peacock in pro wrestling, and it is the top cock.
Anyway,
he's the one who calls himself the top cock.
His words. His actual words.
That's why I'm not dating you. That is the only reason I'm not dating you for that, T-Dub, because I had a feeling that's what's the case. But getting back on topic, I will say, unlike the Undertaker streak, which I still to this day think was handled terribly, this is how you end a streak. If you're going to end a streak, and for a streak like Asuka's, it had to end eventually. She could not go forever with this streak. But this is how you end a fucking streak. You give them an epic match, and the person who beats them is believable. If there was anyone who could beat,
you don't just give it to a part-timer in a lame match.
Exactly.
No. You give them a halfway decent 3.5 star matchup that's serviceable and makes both women look good. Both women look good. The person who defeated her, while she didn't technically need it, was credible enough that you could believe that she could beat her.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm against the critics here. This is a great match, and if there's anyone that could do it, and if you're going to build up the rumored Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey for next year's WrestleMania, defeating the undefeated Asuka is one hell of a start.
Well, we would say that, except to what happened the next night on Raw, apparently.
Yeah, that shit happens.
You know what? I will at least give them credit for not having that happen at Mania. If it did, I think all of us would have been pissed.
Yeah.
At least they waited until the next night to pull that shit.
Well, I don't recall Charlotte being on Raw.
SmackDown, by the way. But
yeah, that was Tuesday.
That was
they
Tuesday.
at least gave us a night or two to enjoy Charlotte's well-earned victory before snatching it away.
Now one of my
bullshit.
top 5 favorite cash-ins.
I'm not even going to say anything on that because I haven't seen it, but I get the feeling there's a joke there somewhere.
No, there isn't. That's legitimately now one of my favorite cash-ins.
Because of the iconic duo?
Multiple reasons, which we'll get to in our third segment.
Yes. Next up, Fatal 4-Way for the United States Heavyweight Championship, 8:15. Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, and it's Rusev Day. We'll get to that.
This is not Rusev Day. This is Mahamania.
Shut up.
Jinder's my boy. Let me enjoy this.
No.
And yeah, Jinder Mahal, who won. God damn it, Vince! Let the Rusev win. Jeez.
You know why? You know why they did it, don't you, Matty?
Because Vince had to fuck with Rusev on Rusev Day. That's why.
Yeah, that's for later. But yeah, Well, no, even then, that wasn't involving no, and not only that, but with what's upcoming, that's why they did it. They did it again.
What do you mean?
Greatest Royal Rumble.
That's
it's
in the Middle
Saudi
East.
Arabia, by the way.
Yeah, that's in Saudi Arabia, not India.
You forget who we're dealing with here. You think Vince McMahon knows the difference?
I'd like to think Vince McMahon knows the difference between Western Asia and the Middle East.
Matty, I'm half tempted to have you play the freaking HBK button. Or at the very least, the EC3 button.
HBK? No. EC3?
No.
It's funny because he's in NXT now. You know what? I want to keep it as short as possible because there are some matches we could talk about that are, that need our analysis. This was an okay match, just then again, the hindsight of a week later makes more sense than it did on Sunday, and that's a sad part. Next up, the one that had everybody nervous. Mixed tag match, Triple H and Stephanie taking on Kurt Angle, and the actual first professional wrestling match ever debuting Rowdy Ronda Rousey. 20 minutes, 40 seconds. Curtain Trips did a lot of the bumping, did some work. But Rousey did her work in there.
Yeah, I was actually very surprised at how well that match turned out. Like everyone else, I was expecting a shitstorm. I
wasn't expecting a shitstorm. I was expecting a couple of good bumps and them to protect Rousey as much as possible. No, she jumped in there. She took bumps. She sold.
Oh my God.
I would like to know my sister's comments during the entrances when Triple H and Stephanie were riding out with their motorcycle brigade. She was like, "Whoa, nice for them to have all that exhaust in that arena."
Wait, are we talking about the motorcycle or are we talking about Trips and Steph? Oh! I had to. I'm sorry.
Oh. And that was just Triple H's nose. Oh! Oh!
So yeah, Ronda did infinitely better than I was expecting.
If this is just the taste, I'm like, dude, maybe a couple more months she could actually handle a one-on-one.
Yeah. And to be fair, I was actually less worried about Rousey and more worried about Stephanie because say what you will about Stephanie, she can take a bump or two, but a full match, not exactly her forte.
Nah, not exactly. But again, all four showed up, and this was obviously highly choreographed and highly rehearsed. But the results showed everyone looked like $1 million in that.
Yeah.
Also, this turned from a mixed tag match into an intergender tag match halfway through.
I know. Yeah, that scene where Hunter and Ronda are going at it, and Ronda's ready to go, and Trips is telling the ref, "Let it happen, dude." Just
like he puts Drake Wirtz. I'm fucking up his name.
Drake Younger.
Drake Younger. The guy from CZW, but who's the senior official of NXT. Which, by the way, if you want a good first ref,
during this night.
Drake
Imagine
Younger,
your first referee night on the main roster being WrestleMania.
Fucking A, huh? But
no pressure.
Hey, he made it work.
No pressure.
No pressure at all.
Hey, yeah, no pressure. It's just, one of the matches that everyone's going to be watching. All the press is going to be watching. Don't screw it up.
Nope.
We got one piece of advice, as Barrett would say, we got one piece of advice.
Don't fuck up.
Well, congratulations. You didn't fuck up.
So we can't call him Cloud Ref yet.
Nope.
No.
He did not get saddled with that title yet.
No, not yet.
No, this match was solid, and that ending was just fantastic. Yeah, that was 100 times better than I honestly expected. I was expecting it to be a clusterfuck, but it actually ended up being a really good match.
Ronda looks good, and I'm looking forward to more from Ronda Rousey. The thumb is up. The thumb is up. Next up, the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, and the New Day, which in this case was Big E and Kofi Kingston, with Xavier Woods at ringside.
And right away, I have to comment on this.
Before we do, let me finish up. Taking on the Bludgeon Brothers, triple threat tag, SmackDown tag titles, 550. Which technically this is the short one. Actually, no, this is the actual short one.
Yeah, this was the match that was obviously cut for time, but I think they handled it pretty well story-wise.
But I know exactly where you're going with this.
You know what I have to bring up. Thank you, T-Dub. Yeah. There is no way, Matty, that us being the Ranger fans that we are could
we not? Here's the scene at Darren's on Sunday. New Day comes out. We're going, hey, it's New Day, everybody. And of course, he goes, Xavier goes, everyone going, tilting their head. I'm on my feet going, yes! Yes! Dragon Sword call!
Yeah. And with a green trumpet, no less, just in case you didn't get the hint.
Mm-hmm. Trombone, technically, but yes.
Oh, trombone, yeah, on a green trombone. But instead of summoning a giant mechanical dragon from the sea, you got a bunch of midgets dressed as pancakes.
Val called them short stacks.
Yeah, that name fits. That fits so well, the short stacks.
With a couple of them doing the worm around the ring.
Yep.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yep.
I was laughing. You know, I as someone as a filthy casual, as you will, I should have hated that. I should have raged at that so hard, but I was just too busy laughing at the whole.
You were too busy marking out and laughing your ass off at the Dragon Zord call. And so was I.
Yeah, but even when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, what the hell? That's funny."
Yeah.
And then afterwards, the Bludgeon Brothers came out and murdered everyone.
And fucked everyone up.
Yeah.
I
would call this a squash. I would give the squash call, but no, we're saving that for later.
Oh, no. We're keeping that for later, 1 and 2. My boy Luke Harper won at WrestleMania, everybody.
Woo!
He's got tag team gold on the main roster. I'm happy in my head place. Brody Lee. Fucking A, man. About time.
It's Luke Harper's second one with the tag belts, and Eric Rowan's first.
Eric Rowan's first, yeah. So
Matty,
even better for Rowan.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Matty.
I
but,
saw he's in the chat. Yeah, hello, Rafty.
He's already donated $42 directly.
Oh, thank you.
Can we get some of that, actually?
I'll see what I can do. I'll chip some of that your way once we get done. Yeah, for now... Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Show up tonight, but hey, glad to have you here, buddy. And he's like, end all of WWE and replace it with memes. in this day and age, that's pretty much what WWE is striving for. Just make as many memes as they can.
Wait till Adam Cole shows up to the main roster.
That's what Adam Cole is. He's a lean, mean meme machine.
Yes. Yes.
Just look at all the facials he gives.
Yes. Phrasing. Moving on. Anyway.
Bludgeon Brothers win. And moving on to our match, which can be described with only one word.
A squash! Okay, the setup for this, folks. Undertaker versus John Cena. Here's how they did it. The whole build-up was, will they do it? Will they do it? And I did my rant on this. They actually did it. Here's how they did it. Cena, who was sitting as a fan at ringside throughout most of the match until the women's championship match that we discussed earlier. He's sitting down, he's having a beer, he's having fun. John Beer Cena.
John getting lit Cena.
Yes. No, I was like, who are people cheering at? Is there a drunk outside? Yeah, it's called John Beer Cena. Which, by the way, next time we call it, that's exactly what I'm calling him. John Beer Cena. That being said, so here's John Cena is going to the back. He gets changed. Out comes Cena. He's excited. The referee who told him about that comes back out and says, sorry, dude, he's not showing up, blah, blah, blah. He starts walking back. He's oh, come on. He starts walking back. The lights go out. He gets back in the ring. Yep. Hello, I am Trolias. Yeah, Elias shows up.
And the crowd was all here for Elias.
There was a sizable portion of that crowd who hated his ass. And one giant man, one muscle man, one old fart back there laughing his ass off. Hi, Vinny. Good job. Laughing his ass off because he trolled the audience again.
And, like, I love just how, like, this has got to be the loudest walk with Elias we've ever gotten.
He must have. In his head, he's going, yes, I'm over. He does this thing. He actually did Rising Sun. I'm not know about Land of the Rising Sun.
House of the Rising Sun.
House of the Rising Sun. Which I'm like considering. Oh, that's great. That's some foreshadowing right there.
Yeah.
Great pick. So Elias does his shtick, excuse me. Says John Cena sucks. Cena gets out of his seat, goes right back up, beats up Elias. The music hits. He does his pose. Hey, thank you, everybody. This is my spot. Sorry about that. He's halfway up the ramp. The music stops. He starts. Wait a minute. My music stopped. Wait, what? Lights go out. The roof didn't fly off yet.
But we do hear gong.
No. What happened was, cut back to the ring.
Oh, that's right.
That familiar scene of the trench coat and hat, laying in the middle of the ring.
Trip a couple years ago. Yeah.
Lightning strikes. The lights go out again. Cena's going, what's going on? Gong! Roof flies off. The Undertaker returns, and inside of 2 minutes, 45 seconds, defeats John Cena.
Our entire explanation of the events that occurred, it took longer than the match.
Yes.
Yeah, his entrance, Undertaker's entrance, took longer than the match itself.
But
who would have thought that we would have actually seen Cena getting squashed at Mania at all?
I mean, we saw him squashed at SummerSlam, but that one was like, that took time. This one, when Cena was like, yep, nope. Beat up, tombstone, dead.
This is definitely shocking in the best of ways. And,
yes.
And it's definitely not something I would have ever called. Like, had you told me ever, even just a few days ago, that Cena was going to get squashed in less than 3 minutes of Mania, I would have said, you are a lying bastard.
Nobody saw that coming. We thought we were going to get Super Cena versus The Undertaker. No, we got Undertaker versus Jobber Cena.
I've seen longer matches on Velocity.
Ow!
Dude, we've seen longer matches on Shotgun Saturday Night.
So that's just, it's going to be interesting to see like where Cena goes from here, because I don't recall him being on Raw, was he?
He was not.
So it seems like maybe that was sort of his way of going on, because he did mention in a promo that he was going to go, that he was possibly looking to do movies after this. I believe he mentioned that in a promo.
Yeah.
So maybe this is their own way of writing John Cena off.
Oh, Reverend in the chat. Cena shouldn't drink and job.
Oh, that's why he lost. He was too drunk.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, John Beer Cena strikes again.
John Cena is not the master of the drunken fist technique.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, to quote Mabel from Gravity Falls, everything makes sense now.
All right. Next up match, number 10. No, Ty Dillinger was not involved in this, but it was Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon, the returning Daniel Bryan, taking on our boys, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Had Owens and Zayn won, they would have been reinstated to SmackDown. It was not the case. 15-25. It was a feel-good moment. Daniel Bryan picking up the pin and won.
Yeah, that was actually a surprise, because like I even said this to the guys when we were watching on the call. I was like, they're pretty much they're pretty much telegraphing it. You know Zayn and Owens are gonna win this. Cut to the end of the match. Well, fuck me. Wrong, why don't you?
Yeah, I was kind of like, maybe they could win, maybe they won't, but turns out they didn't win, and now things are kind of up in the air. And I'm kind of wondering that maybe now that they've brought back the El Generico Twitter account, maybe this is how they bring El Generico to WWE.
Oh, I think that's how that's how they're writing their way out of this. But the question is, okay, they're going to do El Generico for Zayn. That's great, but what are they going to do with Owens?
Happy anniversary, Davey, you jiu-jitsu jack-off. Wait, who is the jiu-jitsu jack-off in WWE now?
It would be Shinsuke, but he's a face. He's a heel now, so that wouldn't work.
Dang it.
I think, here's you. El Generico and Generico Dos. And they are Los Genericos.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You know what? Given the way they were acting, I can see it. Considering what that would be a reference to, yeah, it would make perfect sense.
It's Kevin and Sammy. I know their sense of humor. They're gonna try to pull something like that off, and it's gonna be awesome. Yeah. Next up, Nia Jax beat the ever-loving piss out of Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. It went 10-15.
And this is when Alexa discovered when keeping it real goes wrong.
When Alexa Bliss found out, she fucked up.
Yeah, I do have to make one complaint about the build-up to this match, as the fact that Alexa Bliss was basically had Mickie James by her side. Considering the storyline we're telling here, Mickie James is the absolute worst person to put into this program.
Yeah, it was kind of odd, because the whole Piggy James angle, so...
That's my point. Exactly. Hey, Mickey, I have 1 word, 3 syllables for you. Hypocrite.
Yup.
It's just kind of odd.
Hey, Vinny, don't be a bully, be a star, you fucking hypocrite.
I mean, I don't mind the whole, Nia Jax getting called fat thing. I mean, that story's been done a million times, and for someone like Nia, it does make a little more sense, because let's just face it, she is a heavy woman. But that's part of the charm of her. She's a big woman, so she's a dominant force.
This was the story of the feud, was Nia Jax using her power as a positive, her figure as a positive.
Yeah, and I thought it handled pretty well.
And that outfit, goddamn.
Yeah, that looked good on her. I won't lie.
Wow, that's all I'm gonna say there. Hubba hubba, hubba hubba.
Oh, I know where your tastes lie.
Hey, I like big. Hey, I'm like the writer. I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
Hey, each his own. No shame here, brother. No shame.
Nevertheless, this was quite a decent match between the two, and good
and
on.
Speaking of decent, which is a word I was not hoping to use for this next match. WWE Championship, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura in 2020. I think our expectations were a little too high for this one. Just a little too high.
Well, you kind of had Wrestle Kingdom 10 going through your mind watching this match, so that's what you were expecting.
And I think a lot of the hardcore marks were looking at that match as well, going, this is going to be epic. And don't get me wrong, for a WWE match, this was fucking great. I think my mind was skewed a little bit.
I think the biggest problem here is that because WWE knew they were going to do multiple matches of this, instead of having every match being like a blow-off, amazing, over-the-top spectacle, they is obviously held back here.
They held back because they're obviously building a feud.
But you know what? I'm actually gonna comment on that, because that's something that's been bugging me about a lot of these WrestleMania matches, is that well, this year it wasn't as bad. In previous years, and this match in particular, these should be the blow-off matches. This is the WrestleMania. This is the big one. Their Super Bowl. If you're going to end storylines, this is where you end them, because that's when you're going to want to give us your best. Why aren't you doing that? Why are you starting feuds here?
It is quite odd. Like
it's odd. It's like usually the WrestleMania is the stop all. Usually the catharsis.
At least for the world title matches.
Yeah, and this one felt like this should have been an epic match of a few. But I think there's a part of me that goes, they're still building up a few. But I'm like, no.
Like I think the way to put it is, this is the match that you should have had at like the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Epic, but you can tell that it's only just begun.
Yes.
Then you put the big one at Mania, and you watch that crowd explode. But
and Devil Pogo Stick, stripper poles or King's Cape, yeah, but you have the guitarist for Alice Cooper rocking the shit out of that fucking theme song.
Oh my god, that entrance from Nakamura was.
Also, Shinsuke was essentially wearing his Wrestle Kingdom outfit minus the crown.
Yeah, minus the crown and cape, fucking A.
Yeah, without that though, I have to say this: Michael Jackson called and wants his outfit back.
That's the gimmick. That's his actual gimmick. He is a Michael Jackson mark.
Yeah, he definitely put that on full display there that night. Holy crap! But
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but again, that entrance, the full orchestra plus Alice Cooper's guitarist, just rocking it the fuck out. Oh, that was musically orgasmic. I will not lie.
And of course, following AJ Styles' victory, Shinsuke, he was at first a good sport, handing over the title in New Japan fashion.
And then the low blow to end all low blows.
The low blow heard round the world.
And Shinsuke hammed it up with that low blow. Like, what? Pow! Like he nuked them, the pair of family jewels. And it helps that AJ sold it like he just got kicked in the dick hard.
Yeah, and then of course that was only the beginning of the assault, as he would just absolutely obliterate him. And then as AJ was outside the ring, Shinsuke was like, "No, not done yet." Kinshasa!
Yeah. Like that right there. Like, if you're gonna do a heel turn in Mania, that's how you do a fucking heel turn.
And by the way, people are upset about him turning heel, but I'm like, folks, that was his original gimmick in New Japan. Like, when he started to get real hot, when he was with Chaos, he was a heel.
Yeah, I was actually reading up on this. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and people are going, I was like, but he turned into a baby. Yeah, he turned into a baby face because he turned out to be a wrestling match of the night, match of the year making machine. One of many, as a matter of fact. But we will not. But that's neither here nor there.
So this was a really good match with an amazing ending.
I am looking forward to SummerSlam. That's what I'm going to say.
I'll say the post-match beatdown definitely made up for any shortcomings the match itself had.
Agreed. I would agree with that.
For sure. And then, ladies and gentlemen, for as much fun as we had, the fun continued for me and the gang here because the Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus defending the Raw Tag Team Championship against Braun Strowman and a partner of his choosing.
And it's all downhill from here.
I know it.
Nicholas.
10-year-old kid from the crowd named Nicholas, which we found out later was the son of referee Jack Cone. Or John Cone, excuse me.
So it was a fucking plant.
It was a fucking plant. We originally thought it was a Make-A-Wish kid. Because we saw the bracelet. That was our original hypothesis.
No, I actually, as soon as I saw that bracelet, I was checking the crowd, and that was basically their badge, essentially, because other people in the crowd had it too.
Yeah. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen,
I loved every minute of this.
I loved every minute of this, plus the time, plus the internet reaction, which was mostly positive. All of the memes.
Yes.
And we're putting this kid over. You're like, I can't wait to see that 5-star classic between him and Minoru Suzuki or Kenny Omega. I'm like,
you know what? I'll say this: fair being fair, on its own. If this match in and of itself would probably, I'd groan, I'd shake my head, but I probably wouldn't have as much vitriol for it as I do, if not for what comes later.
I mean, let's put it this way: this is where it goes downhill because that fucking main event. Thank you, New Orleans, for not even giving those two a chance. We'll get to that, but I'm like, this. With all the context, with all the thing, this is Raw going. Let's just hit the reset button on the tag team championships on the tag team division there. This was their way of saying, you know what, we're gonna hit the reset button in the most epic way possible.
Yeah, and to be fair, it worked. Like, yeah, that got people's attention.
Also, when Nicholas got tagged in, one of the loudest pops of the night.
Yeah,
I know.
We're not kidding, ladies and gentlemen. That 10-year-old kid, more over than the main event of WrestleMania 34. Let that sink in, if it hasn't sunk in now.
Also, I love the fact that when he was in the ring during the whole time, he had just like this pants-shitting fear look on his face.
He was like, "Oh fuck,
this
oh
kid
fuck."
stalled it like, "Oh my god, if I get called, if I had to come in here, they're gonna fucking murder me."
And of course, Braun's like, "Give me a minute, I gotta go in there." It's like 2 minutes like, "Okay, I'm gonna tag me back in." And of course, he goes back in, beats the crap out of, power slam on Cesaro. 1, 2, 3. Nicholas.
I just have one question. I have one question. How long until this kid is on Grimm's Toy Show?
Yes. Another question, and our friend Vala again on the show. No, put him at Joey Janela's spring break. Put him in the clusterfuck next year. Which is a battle royal. They just call it a clusterfuck because it's Joey Janela. But still, I'm like, no, seriously, Nicholas versus King Maxwell. Book it.
Oh my god, yes, yes.
I
want to see that.
There's a picture behind the scene of Maxwell and Nicholas just having fun. And I believe it was Rebby handling the kid's Twitter, I think, and it's posted, "Welcome to the biz, kid." King Maxwell's younger than Nicholas. That's like the fuck.
Oh my god, yes.
Also, Nicholas now has the honor of, I believe, until the end of time now, being the youngest champion in WWE history.
Yeah, how is anyone going to break that record?
He gets that bragging right forever and a day.
And before him, it was Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate, because he was 19 with the UK title.
The only thing they can do is the only way they can top this, and I will be amazed if this ever fucking happens. I'm putting bets this will never happen. Is if they have some younger kid from the crowd, a 5-year-old, somehow win one of the big belts, one of the world titles.
King Maxwell, calling it now. They got about 5 years. They got about 5-6 years.
Yeah, that's gonna have to be what it is. Is that Matt Hardy's
It's
gonna
gotta
be
be King Maxwell. It's gotta be someone from the Broken Universe.
Yes. If it's not King Maxwell, they've always got their new son.
Very true.
They've got plenty of time.
And Die Hard Gamer, have Nicholas fight against Hiroshi Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom. Yes.
See, like, looking back, it doesn't bug me as much, but at the time, I remember being so pissed off about it. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
And at first, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to have fun with it. And you know what? I did the right thing because the internet was having fun with it. And by the way, they're making jokes about Minoru Suzuki being in the actual crowd, and he was.
Yeah, he was in the crowd having himself a nice Budweiser.
He was having himself a Suzuki Weiser. Or LPH or Daniel Bryan's kid. There you go.
Hey, there you
go. Birdie Danielson versus Charlotte Flair. No, I would no. Let's not get to, but good one, LPH. That's an actual good one. You don't get a Dave. And that's the sound of LPH going, fuck, I'm not getting Daved again. Damn it.
Somebody's a glutton for punishment.
Oh, God. He just... Lord Wolfgang versus Daryl the Cat.
Oh, God.
Daryl
Fuck yeah.
Takahashi, currently undefeated in the World Pro Wrestling, so I don't see why not.
Yeah. So is King Maxwell.
Exactly. It's the streak versus the streak.
And Owen Steen, technically.
You know, I've noticed that there's a lot of wrestlers that are willing to put their children in harm for our entertainment.
Right?
I'm happy for that.
Hell, Kenny Omega fought like a 12-year-old to a 3-minute draw. So there are kids out there who have pulled a Broadway, technically, quote unquote.
Technically speaking, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the main
You're
event.
technically correct.
Yeah.
No, but first off, Matty, let me say it.
Sure.
You are technically correct, which is the best kind of correct.
Yes. So yeah, as you can tell, we're putting over Nicholas. Yeah, the main event fucking sucked again.
This is my surprise face.
Yeah. And I'm like, the build-up was fun. The build-up was great. The Hall of Fame, half the crowd, the Hall of Fame was like, yay, they were half cheering Romans. There was hope, and then WrestleMania happened. And you know what, John? Before I do anything else, I know you want to rant about this. I know you're going to say the Roman Reigns experiment was dead last year, and I don't blame you. And yes, I'm still in some of your thunder because I want you to be a little extra pissed off.
No, actually, no. You know what? Because honestly, part of me wants to go full soapbox on this. I really do. But I'm going to be honest. How many times can I say this without seeming redundant? I said all this last time. I've said this forever now. But I think I have to do it only because I don't think I've said it here.
That's fair enough.
We need it recorded in Wrestle-Cast history, my feelings on the Roman Reigns experiment, as you put it.
Yes.
So, with reluctance, I say, Matty, hit it.
You may fire when ready.
Okay. Vince, we need to talk. As how many years has it been now since this began? At least 4?
4 years, yeah.
4 years? 4 years! You've kept trying to do this. The truth of it is, when he first came out, when the Shield was a thing, when they were still together, I actually started to enjoy Roman Reigns. I think a lot of us did. A lot of us really liked what he was doing. He was building himself up. He was becoming popular. The Superman punch was really getting over. But Vince, he made one critical error. You saw that, and you put him in a rocket and shot him to the moon. He was not ready. We were liking where he was going, and we saw the potential in him, but we knew he was not ready. But instead, you had to push him. And, okay, fine. I'll forgive that. It happens. I mean, let's look at his cousin, The Rock. You pushed him right out the gate. But here's the difference. When you realized that The Rock wasn't working, when Rocky Maivia wasn't working very well, what did you do? You turned him heel. You made him the biggest asshole on the face of this planet, the most cockiest son of a bitch you ever seen in your life. And you know what? He got over as that. When Rocky Maivia became The Rock, he was able to take that hatred, that heat, and turn it into something. He turned it into charisma that is now considered unrivaled in the industry. You could have done that again. You could have made Roman Reigns on par, if not better than The Rock. Maybe a long shot here, but you could have done it. But instead, you insist that we are supposed to like this guy when every inch of us is saying, no, he sucks? Even when he actually does it, even when he puts on a good match. Every fiber in our being is saying, I don't want to like this guy.
We do not want this guy.
Yeah. And you know, Lance Storm brought up the Roman Reigns effect on his blog or in an article, and I think it really speaks volumes that this is WWE's fault.
Yeah.
They did this to themselves. For those who haven't read this article, basically the idea is that for decades, WWE has given us this story mentality of whoever the company pushes is a bad guy. Vince, because he was the heel all those years ago, whenever he picked a guy, whoever was Vince's guy was a heel. We're supposed to boo them. And unfortunately, a good part of that has bled into reality. Because every one of us knows, we can tell, we can sense it, we can feel it in our bones that Roman Reigns is Vince's guy. So we don't want it. We want to boo him. And yet, you keep insisting on it. You keep trying to shove him down our throats, putting him in all these main events, pushing him, putting him up against these impossible odds that any other babyface would thrive on. Hell, the kind of shit John Cena thrived on. And it's not working. You've combined two problems into one. You've combined that with the Lex Luger effect.
Oh.
Yeah. I've said this for years, that I compare Roman Reigns as the modern day Lex Luger, the guy that is clearly who Vince wants to be the next top face, but none of us want him. We know who we want. We want guys like Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles. But you keep trying to give us Reigns.
And the worst part with Reigns is that he's actually improved a lot over the past few years.
Yeah. Like, without getting too deep in it, this match with Lesnar, take away that vitriol, and the match in and of itself wasn't terrible.
The man bled hard way.
Yeah. They had a good match in a sense. It was not terrible. It wasn't the worst match I've ever seen in my life.
The crowd just didn't accept it.
That's
I think the biggest
problem
with the match itself, just looking at a technical standpoint, was Lesnar just didn't do anything other than being Lesnar.
Yeah, that's really the only problem with it.
It didn't feel like, anything that was WrestleMania worthy as far as matches go.
It's been clear for years that Lesnar just doesn't care anymore. He's doing it for a paycheck, and that's another issue I can get into here in a minute. But I'm going to be honest. I honestly thought Reigns was going to win this.
I have to say,
Spoiler alert.
after following the result of this match, it's like, where do they go with Reigns? Even if he wins the title at the Greatest Royal Rumble, I just don't see him being a WrestleMania main eventer after this match.
He can't.
He can't be now. He was already out of that spotlight like a year or two ago. But again, Vince is insisting that this is the guy we are supposed to put on the pedestal and look up to as our hero. And I'm getting sick of it. It's one of the main reasons I don't watch wrestling on a regular basis anymore, because it feels like he doesn't care what we want. He only cares about what he wants.
And the weird thing is that despite him insisting on Roman Reigns being the guy, they still haven't had him beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, which you would think was the end goal. From WrestleMania 31 to here, the obvious end goal was to build Roman Reigns up and have him eventually beat Brock Lesnar at Mania, except now that he's lost, then what was the point? What was the point of all that build-up?
You just wasted our time, especially with an actually legit good storyline. I saw the package, the build-up package, and the whole idea of Reigns basically saying, hey, this guy's a fucking part-timer. How is he allowed to get away with half the shit he pulls, not showing up, not doing his job, while I'm over here busting my ass and getting nothing for it?
Also, Lesnar got busted for steroids, no punishment, whereas Billy Gunn was busted for steroids, and he was fired.
He was busted out of WWE's watch for during a powerlifting competition.
Yeah.
And he got his ass shit canned.
And yet Lesnar can get away with all this shit because he's Vince's guy. He's Vince's boy, which the irony of that does not escape me. The irony of that does not escape me in the slightest.
There are memes aplenty about that, by the way.
I don't doubt it for a second. But it does provide a good storytelling there. You know, he wants to earn his place as the top guy because, well, he feels like he hasn't gotten it, which, let's be honest, is true.
And like I said, it's just weird that despite him being the top guy, he's only won one title match at WrestleMania so far, and that was against Triple H. Aside from that, his other two title matches against Brock Lesnar, he's lost. So how are the fans supposed to see him as a top guy if he just keeps losing these WrestleMania title matches?
Yeah, it's like you keep pushing him down our throats, and then just when you might have actually gotten to the point where we might have swallowed it, you pulled out. Phrasing.
Yes.
Boom, both berries out. Bottom line stop. We don't want them.
And sadly, I'm not done. Because that's only half of the problem here. Let's switch gears, shall we? Because Roman Reigns brings up a damn good point.
Brock Lesnar is a bitch.
Brock
Pass it on.
Fucking Lesnar. Folks, for a guy who has a repertoire on par with The Rock in his worst days. And yes, I just went there. You know, say what you will about The Rock during his heyday. He was great. He was fantastic. But by the end, you knew a Rock match when you saw it. And that's what we're seeing here. You know a Lesnar match when you see it. You've seen one. You've seen them all. It's
Suplex City, bitch.
Yeah, which he actually shouted in that fucking match. I heard him.
And you'd think that for a big WrestleMania match, they'd pull out like some really cool spots, but aside from like a table bump, that was kind of it. And I know, and the thing was like they built up this whole like no one can kick out of the F5 for an entire year, and then here comes Roman Reigns kicking out all these F5s, and not a single one got a crowd response.
I've heard rumors that originally Reigns was supposed to win, but once they heard Reigns' reaction from the crowd as he was coming out, they changed it the last second.
I've heard that, and I've also heard that they changed the finish once Lesnar re-signed.
Yeah, or was at least confirming to re-sign. Yeah, which, again, why?
Either way, it just screws up your storytelling.
It did. This is the problem I keep seeing with these kind of things, is that Vince is willing to just throw away long-term potential millions for some small short-term gains. Like, honestly, how much does he think he's going to get out of this? Because Brock Lesnar, the appeal of him as a premium player is quickly running out of steam. And part of me feels like he's already dry. But Vince, we got to make the joke. Vince McMahon likes big sweaty man. Vince McMahon.
Hold on.
Hit
if
the
we're
fucking
gonna
button.
do it, I got a bun for that.
Hit the fucking button.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon likes big sweaty men. Vince McMahon likes big sweaty men. Vince McMahon likes big sweaty men.
Yeah. That is what this is. He still has this mentality of they have to be giants. They have to be this monstrous personifications of epic humanity.
And yet somehow Braun Strowman still hasn't won a singles belt.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, Braun Strowman, see, here's the thing. When I'm talking, there's a certain image that Vince has. Braun is close. He's that big burly dude. But he's not Herculean in look. In muscle, absolutely. He is a big, strong motherfucker. And they're definitely selling him as such. That's not the problem. They have to be these Adonis-looking
Gary's item.
Yeah, that's what Vince wants. Someone when you oil them up just right, and that spotlight makes them glisten. And look at Reigns and tell me that's not
he'll
what's
fall
going
off
on.
his chair again.
Exactly. That's what Vince wants. Brock and Reigns both personify. That's why Brock is Vince's guy. Brock Lesnar is the personification of Vince McMahon's wet dream. That is exactly what he's looking
WWE title match some good WWE title match programs with AJ Styles and Nakamura and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't care how good the match quality is. He doesn't care how good the wrestler is. They don't fit that look.
Yeah.
You can't make AJ Styles look like Brock Lesnar. It's not possible. And so to Vince, that's not good enough. So, yeah.
So, it's safe to say we'll see you next week then? 15:55, Brock Lesnar over Roman Reigns for those playing at home. For God's sakes, the wiki was up there for you.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I had to get. I've been saving that for a whole week now. It's not even funny.
Feel better?
Kind of.
Good, you're here for the rest of the show then.
I'll hold out. I don't know how much I contribute to, but I'll do what I can.
We'll keep it simple for you. Till then, we gotta rate this son of a bitch.
Oh yeah.
This is still a fun show till the main event. So I want to give it like a 3 out of 5. A T-Dub, what do you think?
I was along the same lines, 3 out of 5.
Yeah. I mean, until the main event, it was looking at a solid 4 easily, but that main event literally dropped that whole point down. So
yeah, like there were some decisions that you could go, okay, what's going on? What? But at the same time, like most of the matches were at least good.
Yeah.
Did we just work ourselves into a shoot with this? I'm curious. Brother.
God damn it. I was going to say that. Damn it.
Well, great minds think alike in this case, my friend.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the honest. Like, if I'm being absolutely critical, you take away that main event. This is a 4-star pay-per-view. The matches were fantastic, for the most part, and the few swerves they did pull were pretty legitimately decent. So yeah, it's just that main event that fucks the whole thing up.
And as Arcada has stated multiple times, the ending is paramount.
You stole the words right out of my fucking mouth there. Too sweet, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Whee! Whee!
Now, before we go to the comments proper, Shay, there was mention of a question off topic by Recti?
It's a Toku-related question.
I
already answered it in chat.
You're going to pretend you did not hear that?
Yeah. I have my reasons for that.
Fair enough.
I'll explain later.
Fair enough. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your emails and comments of the week. You can send them to Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. And, 4 emails. Thought we'd have more, but you know what? They're long emails.
Wow, yeah. God.
There are long emails. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, we got more emails for the recap last night.
Fair enough. We have more comments. You see, you're fucking up with that too. See, we actually switched to a forum like thing on recap, and I almost said emails and comments so many times. That being said, hey T-Dub, we're starting with our good buddy
French.
Very nice. Very nice.
I've actually missed that.
Hello, Wrestle Noggers. Happy days are here again.
Peh.
That's exactly how he worded it, by the way. Not kidding. Yes, I'm back, and I apologize for not sending my comment last week. I just came back from work, and I was tired, and I did send him an email about the fact that we were a day early, and I apologize for that, by the way. That's bad promotion work on my end. Day that ends in Y in my case. But still, this week in wrestling, boy, we have to talk about it. And no, I haven't seen Supercard of Honor. Then again, it's good wrestling, so thumbs up as always. But WWE, though, let's talk about that. NXT TakeOver. Neville Ryan, I don't have time to leave comments on news, but I can still give Snark in here in the chat, and he does, and it's recorded for posterity here on our little screen here for you folks watching the YouTube on-demand VOD gimmick. That being said, NXT TakeOver NOLA. What can I say? What needs to be said about this pay-per-view? Ladder match gets a 5-star rating. Shayna Baszler is the new NXT Women's Champ. Roderick Strong joins the Undisputed Era in a shocker of an ending. Alistair Black is the new NXT World Champ, and Ciampa versus Gargano, even with no blood, still got a 5-star rating. If there's a meme to show, it'd be Randy Marsh being attacked by a ghost. Okay? There's ectoplasm everywhere. Yeah, that makes sense. Overall, best WWE pay-per-view ever. 5 out of freaking 5. Why the main roster couldn't be the same as the developmental part, I have no idea. WrestleMania 34, I was similar to last year. Started good, but then fell down hard. I'll give the best matches out of the way. Like the 3-way for the IC title. Love Rollins as the Night King. And winning the title at the end. Asuka versus Charlotte was a blast. And I didn't mind seeing Asuka lose to Charlotte, especially after that performance for both women. Thank you. Rousey and Angle versus Trippers and Ladyballs. Shock of the night since it was really good. Ronda was on top of her game, so kudos to the lady. Undertaker returns and squashed Cena within 5 minutes, and I assume that's his real last match. Will be at Survivor Series 2018. Who knows? All I know is he's got a casket match against Rusev. Chris Jericho now, so there's that.
Jericho must face the dong.
Phrasing. Bryan's in-ring return was great, but I'm still scared every time he does this front missile dropkick. Please be safe, he says. Yeah. Not a bad part. You'll hate me for this. Jinder Mahal pinning Rusev becomes the U.S. champion. No, sir. We agree with you on that one. Well, T-Dub disagrees because he's a Jinder Mahal mark.
Mahamania.
Okay, Dave, I'm reading this.
Yeah, Dave!
Thank you.
Hey, I'm not the only member of the Mahal Maniacs.
It's Rusev Day, you bastard. Nia Bliss versus Jax should have ended in 5 minutes. Nia arrives, squashed Alexa and Cole, and gets a very easy victory. Still congrats to Nia for winning her first women's title belt. Braun versus his newest partner, an 11-year-old kid, and they win the tag titles while Strowman eat the bar like a Toblerone. You know, there are many potential partners. Hell, Okada, Tanahashi, and fucking Suzuki were in the crowd, and instead a kid named Nicholas was sadly...
No Way Jose was also in the crowd.
So who?
No Way Jose was also
in the crowd. No Way Jose was in the crowd. EC3 was in there. And instead, the kid named Nicholas, who was sadly more over than Roman Reigns. Yeah, I'm aware that's the son of WB referee of a WB referee. But then again, Strowman drops the belt next time, which means that the match was entirely pointless. Also, Nicholas versus Owenstein versus King Maxwell. One fall to a finish. Book it. See? This guy's thinking, folks. This guy's thinking. Shocker was Lesnar winning at the end, which, okay, hold on. I skipped a little bit. Shark Lesnar versus Big Dow. Part 2. It bombed hard. Excuse me, I'm allergic to bullshit. Not you, French Otaku, the actual match itself.
Oh, we lost Shades.
Oh, no. What?
We lost Shades.
No! What happened? No!
You didn't even type BRB in the chat, so you gone.
What? Oh, no, he's back online. He's back online. We lost him. I did not even notice it because when you're on streamer mode, it doesn't tell you you're off.
Yeah, I heard the dong.
No, you heard the dong. Well, we'll find out what happened in a few seconds. Meanwhile, the shocker, of course, it was the same spot as WrestleMania 31, aka Roman getting his ass whipped for the majority. Yeah, Shade says, well, I'm out for the rest of the night. Nuts.
Well, we had him longer than we thought we would.
Hey, we got the full review of WrestleMania out of the way. So there's that. The shocker was Lesnar winning in the end, which means Reigns will somehow get his victory at Greatest Royal Rumble. So the crowd can cheer for him. I'm sorry, but this match was horrible, and for the third time, Roman stinks the main event of Mania. Again, not his fault. Overall, 3 out of 5. It was enjoyable, but the ending was a massive letdown. Winners, arrival return of the main roster of Bobo Lashley, Ember Moon, Jeff Hardy, the Authors of Pain, Samoa Joe, and the Iconic Duo. Although I have no worries for Lashley and Joe, I'm kind of scared for NXT call-ups, especially AOP, who dropped Paul Ellington again. He's old, and life on the road will take a toll on him. Freaking NXT TakeOver NOLA. If you have not seen What Is Wrong With You, go see it. Carmella is cashing in the SmackDown Women's title, although it's her first title win thanks to cash in. I'm scared about what's next for Charlotte. Since they want to build her for an upcoming clutch against Ronda Rousey, you dear lady did great during the mixed tag match. All you need to work is your mic skill, keep your wrestling skill polished, and you'll be all set. No! That Dave just cost me my desk? T-Dub, what did you do?
I don't know. What? I'm so confused.
That joke cost him his desk.
I don't know what happened. I legit, what? I'm so confused.
We're on Discord. He said his desk, like, what happened? Like, I'm legit curious. What happened here? We'll keep you abreast of the situation here. Cedric Alexander for the Cruiserweight title during the pre-show. Also loved the costume of Black Panther to coincide with Mustafa Ali's Winter Soldier costume. Next year, Mustafa Ali dressed up like Rashid from Street Fighter. He's my main guy. There's a picture.
No?
That's a dark-ass picture. Uh-oh, he removed it. Anyway. I don't think that worked. Anyway, he's trying to do it again, but ow, that sucks. The losers. Oh! No!
How did that happen? That's quite the mess.
We're not going to show it on camera, on screen, but god damn. My guess is he slapped the desk and the desk said, fuck this shit, I'm out.
That's why I never slap my desk when I do the Dave thing. I just slap my hands.
That's what I do. Holy shit. T-Dub, we're not allowing him to slap the desk anymore.
No. Also, that escalated quickly.
That got out of hand fast. Shades, if you're listening, we're so sorry.
Sorry.
Oh my god. I think we fucked up RVT Entertainment doing that. I feel so bad now. Oh, man. Anyway, losers for French Otaku. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 34. What can I say other than it sucked? The constant burial of Rusev. First, he gave him the pin on WrestleMania and all that stuff. I'm going to move on. There's a lot of stuff to read here. The retirement of Paige from wrestling at the age of 25. It's a terrible announcement, even if she's the new GM of SmackDown. I'm scared for her mental state. All I can say is take care of yourself, Miss Knight. The retirement of Alberto El Bicho. First of all, you don't show up during a WrestleCon Impact versus Lucha Underground, costing your job. Then you give your excuse that your family was in need. It'd be hard to believe that one. And Channel Awesome, I don't need to explain the situation. What happened to you was disgusting, especially for Dr. Gonzo, and I'm not going to read the rest of this. I got my thing for later. That's it. Take care of yourself. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the week of wrestling, which was awesome, and I'll see you next time. Before I get to Barber 33, let me just type up a thing here. Because I gotta let him know here. We are so sorry, dude. Fuck. He just jumped on live, but he'll obviously see that. Anyway, Bobbert is next. Hey guys, I just want to give a shout out to my old classmate Ryan, who was on Booker T's Reality of Wrestling episode 206 as a security guard, tall black guy. He was preventing JJ Blake from entering the arena by order of Booker T.
Yeah, that segment was hilarious because Blake just went around all three guys. He went, "I'm gonna get you fired. I'm gonna get you fired." Looked over to the other one. "I'm gonna get you double fired. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fire you. And then I'm gonna hire you. Then I'm gonna fire you again because I'm petty." I was like, "Oh my god!" They're letting him be Blake. They're just letting him cut promos the way he used to back when he was backyard wrestling.
Nice.
I was like, "This is like, oh my god, I love this."
He mentions it's common for performers to begin as staff workers of Reality of Wrestling. Hopefully, he would be inside the wrestling ring in the near future. Next up,
that would be nice.
That would be very, very nice. Next up is our good buddy, the Hairball. If I can hit the button. There we go. There you go. Camera pans to the clock tower where Rip hears a commotion. Rip, what the hell is going on out there? It looks like it looks outside the door. Fat Boy ranting while super kicking his way down the hall. Fat Boy, what's your problem? Super kick. Moments later, Fat Boy pops up. Shintai Curl, I know it was you who gave Pete Dunne the money to have my hometown mentioned on Jeopardy because my cousin Bray Wyatt tonight. Because my cousin saw Bray Wyatt tonight and I'm jealous of it. Wait, what? That may have come out wrong. Oh well. Yeah, that might have. Just a little bit there, bud. Well, let's see here. Well, the biggest weekend in the wrestling in the year wrestling show amount-wise, NXT Tough to Call clear match of the night. There were two ladder match and Adam Cole, baby, because Adam Cole, baby, and Gargano versus that bald fucking bastard. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, the biggest weekend of the year let's see, WrestleMania happened and Cena was squashed. You gotta let me know. Hairball. You gotta let me know just to push buttons. You know I got some buttons here. Believe the sell button is appropriate here.
What? How? Why? I have so many questions!
I don't. That was a great match. And Ref's kid was Strowman's partner. And they won. Roman got blood busted out of him. Meh. What the hell's going on with Rusev? That's a good question. Adam Cole. Winners? Adam Cole. Wait for it. The new NXT North American Champion. Baby! Gargano for being reinstated to NXT. Whoever made that Cena Mania meme about Minoru Suzuki, where a ref talks about Cena going, dude, Minoru Suzuki, he might beat the crap out of you if you don't have a match. Oh, shit. Taker better be backstage. Running. And losers, Cena. Damn it! I wish Shades hadn't had stuff screw up there. But let's see. I believe the mention of the HBK bun was here. And he mentions later taters. And I had this button over here. And last up, Steve Sommerfeld. I apologize for saying the name fully if that's not the intended purpose, but thanks for getting me through a mentally tough move. WrestleMania Day with the last week's episode. Anyway, winners of all the wrestling the past week, plus Matty T-Dub and Shin Tiger Curl. I'll be in touch. Well, thank you very much. Glad we were of assistance with the getting stuff through the week. Thank you very much for that. And ladies and gentlemen,
cool. I'm glad we're always able to entertain people.
That's what we're doing, man.
We are essentially glorified clowns.
Yes. Also, because Rackday donated about $40, we're actually paid to do this show tonight.
Wait, we're actually getting paid to do this?
Yeah, $40, but it's a start.
Well, guess there goes. I guess technically we're not drinking.
Actually, the joke would be oh yeah, we're not drinking. Yeah, you're correct. Damn it. Anyway,
I'm right.
Oh, I hate being right. Damn it. That being said, those are the emails and comments of the week. You can send them at thewrestlecast@gmail.com. Folks, we're not done. Unlike Shade's poor desk, unfortunately. Oh. Man, I feel bad. I really do. I'm like, jeez, I hope his computer wasn't on top of that.
Well, at the very least, he seems to still be able to communicate, so maybe his computer's fine, hopefully.
I feel so bad. I really do. I really, really do. Anyway, we shall forge ahead and move on to the news. And we still got some news. Holy shit. We shall return with that when we come back. Don't go far.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Welcome everyone to Monday Night Raw! Yeah!
25 years ago, the landscape of sports entertainment was changed forever. And on January 22nd, legends from the past make a return at Raw 25. Headlined by Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Swig a beer for a paycheck. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Plus The Undertaker.
I will return to dig holes and take souls. But I will not wrestle again.
Just one more match, pal. Cena.
Damn it, I retired at WrestleMania.
He'll never retire. Plus, featuring JBL and Ron Simmons.
This is awesome. I finally get to see you again, Michael. Oh yeah, and Ron's here too. Ball game day.
And of course, yet another reunion of D-Generation X.
Are you ready to see us again?
That's right, Honor. D-Generation X says if you write the checks, we will cash out.
The Outsiders.
Hey, yo. Survey says Big Kev and I are going to collect one more paycheck for the good guys.
There seems to be a recurring theme here. Jim Ross.
And I get paid by Access TV. Mark Cuban, my paycheck's always clear. And I get paid by Vince, my paycheck's always clear. So, you know.
Ric Flair.
To see the man, you gotta pay the man. Woo!
Oh, my God. The Dudley Boys.
Devon! Get the paycheck!
And against all possible odds, Brother Love.
It's a miracle! I love paychecks!
If we're all gonna get paid, then give me a hell yeah!
Okay, can we just do this again?
This is Michael PSAs. Can I get a paycheck?
What about the Rusev? Make it the Rusev
Strowman, and I will grapple hook the out of you if you try to invade my show.
I have lost all control.
This is WMOB Mobile, 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
Breaking news here on Impact Wrestling. Eli Drake has a case for a tag team championship match, and he's got a partner, it appears.
Yeah, cut the music.
Oh, no. He's got a microphone.
Sit down and shut up.
Here we go.
Hey, K-Dog. Looks like you just saw a ghost. Because you know who I am and what I'm about. But let me explain to these white trash, these rednecks out here, that I am one half of the greatest tag team in the history of the business.
Yep. The Steiner brothers, you can't deny
And
that.
then I was the most dominant world champion in the NWO. You white trash don't believe me? You millennials out there watching on TV right now don't believe me? Go on your cell phone, YouTube. I'm world famous, bitch.
Oh my God. Scott Steiner just said millennials. What?
Eli Drake knows that. That's why he calls me. Because at this point in my career, seems like when somebody wants to get somebody else's ass kicked, they call me. So mark this date down, April 22nd. 3 things are gonna happen. You're gonna lose your title, you're gonna get your ass kicked, and you're gonna realize that I'm the man with the shortest fuse and largest arms in professional wrestling.
I'm not sure what language that was. That's a lot of linguistic menstruation to decipher.
You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
And we're back here on the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on thebrokeninfinite.com, Podomatic.com, iTunes, podcasting places. We're live on Twitch.tv. Matty Jay and TWK with you on the call. And we had the Shades, but he left. He does say rock on, everybody. We will, of course, mention him at the end of the show as well. I feel bad. I really do.
I hope he's able to get that replaced easily.
Anyway. We needed that
thing
Scott Steiner promo.
Yeah, more than anything else, I hope he didn't hurt himself in this whole thing.
I would hope so. I really do. But we move on nonetheless and talk about the news. We can talk about Impact right off the bat because, goddamn, you heard Scott Steiner had a live mic again.
Yeah, Scott Steiner live mic. And it was announced that he and Eli Drake will be cashing in Eli Drake's briefcase, his Feast or Fire briefcase, for a tag team title shot against LAX at Redemption on April 22nd.
I'm just happy we got one more Scott Steiner promo.
Oh, yeah, it was glorious as always.
I mean, Eli Drake's. There's an S on the prompter there, Scotty.
There's all the S's on the prompters for Scott Steiner. I have to ask, are you going to tell him that there aren't any S's?
No, fat asses.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that match is added to Redemption. Another match that was changed up. Alberto No showed Lucha Underground versus Impact showed. He claims to be familial to a family emergency, which seems to be a common occurrence with him.
Bullshit.
Possibly. So he was fired and replaced at Redemption to face Aries. Instead, will be Phoenix and Pentagon. So another triple threat. You're going to see a rematch of their Lucha Underground versus Impact show. So it should be one hell of a main event.
It should be great. We got a good main event out of the deal. That's not the worst. So we turned chicken chin to chicken soup. By the way, I believe it was someone brought it up. No Show Patron.
I suppose that could be his new name. He's no-showed quite a few events by now.
Yeah, I believe it was either Shintai Curl or someone else, but No Show Patron.
Which makes me sad because Alberto's one of my boys.
Mm-hmm.
Because, when he does show up, he can wrestle a good match, but, if he can't wrestle a good match if he isn't there.
You can't wrestle if you don't show up. You don't show up, that's just bad for you.
Yeah, and apparently, according to the rumors, his contract was coming up very soon anyway, so I guess Impact just decided to, instead of waiting until after the pay-per-view, just to fire him then.
Anyways,
another match that was made for Redemption will be OVE versus Eddie Edwards, Moose, and Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, from House of Hardcore. That happened.
Yeah, like they did the old ECW trick of let's go down, let's go up. Hey, Dreamer's in the ring, and he's hitting people with a Singapore cane.
Yeah, oh my God. And of course, they're building up the very real fact of Sandy Callahan thinks he's the savior of Impact Wrestling. Sammy, you're a lot of things, but you're not going to save Impact. Not even Impact could save Impact.
Well, they're still alive. They're alive 10 years longer than people. They're alive 10 years longer than people said they would be.
That's very true.
Let's see. Uvarov says Alberto is too distracted with those damn steaks.
That makes sense. That actually makes sense.
Of course, in the main event of Impact this week was Rosemary versus Ty Valkyrie in a Demon's Dance match, which was essentially a hardcore match, and it was damn good as I would expect it to be. And I would highly recommend everyone go out and watch it. And once again, I just love the women's division here in Impact. And one thing that made me happy is the fact that Rosemary got the win here because it's been a while since she got a really huge win. So I felt like she really needed it.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on from that, going into the world of WWE. Oh my God, there's all the news coming from there. We had
Jesus Christ! Where do we start there?
All right, I'm just gonna rapid fire through the returns and debuts on Raw real quick, please.
Yes,
if I could.
Yes.
We had Ember Moon debuting with Nia Jax against Alexa and Mickey. We had No Way Jose debuting. We had Samoa Joe returning, Jeff Hardy returning, Lashley returning. All this happening on Raw.
So, Ember Moon, yes. Let's see. Ember Moon, Alexa Bliss sold that Eclipse Stunner. Very nice. Bobby Lashley, an actual surprise. I thought there would be a different spot, but
it would have been a surprise had WWE not spoiled it themselves.
Unfortunately, but the good news there, still got a great pop and a good spot to put it in there, you know. Elias soaking up the heat that he's getting. Why not? Jeff Hardy, no surprise there. Great tag team return. Let's see, who else am I missing? No Way Jose, good squash match. Everyone's calling him Adam Rose repackaged. I'm like, no, bitch, this guy is if Adam Rose had a good attitude.
I just hope that they don't do No Way Jose what they did to Adam Rose, which is just make him a nothing entity.
And the sad part is you probably just called it, unfortunately. But let's just enjoy it for what it is.
I just hope that he has a longer stint on the main roster than Adam Rose did because he's got some good talent.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we saw a return of Jeff Hardy with a great backstage segment with Matt and Bray. And I just love the look that Seth Rollins and Finn Balor had to the point where I had to turn Seth Rollins into a meme. Did you see it, Matty? I had to turn, after that backstage segment, I had to turn Seth Rollins into a meme.
All right, what do you do now? What did you do now? You're looking for the meme, aren't you?
There you go. I did that.
Right after Brother Nero met Brother Wyatt. Wonderful!
That look on Rollins' face to me was absolutely priceless.
I tell you, Adam and Seth are going to fight in the meme face department. Well, Adam Cole's got more memes per capita by now, but
yes,
that face is so memeable.
And also we had the debut of Authors of Pain, who, after squashing Rhino Heath Slater, decided to leave Paul Ellering behind.
There's got to be some behind-the-scenes decision, otherwise this is a bad idea.
Yeah, because I've never heard a promo from them before, so best of luck.
Yeah.
Also,
good luck.
I guess,
you'll need it.
Also, next big news is Impact related and WWE related at the same time.
Uh-oh.
The Hardy's new DVD set will feature Impact Wrestling footage.
Yep. Mostly the Broken Universe. But yeah.
That's... wow. Okay, then.
That's a thing.
Let's see. Heading over to SmackDown, we had Paige. She retired on Raw with a great speech.
Great speech. It was
Tuesday-
during a light match between the Absolution. Mandy Rose got a win, by the way. Which, great way. And she defeated Sasha Banks. And, of course, they replayed and everything else. And in the ring is Paige, and she cuts in a very emotional promo. And there's some truth. The Raw after Mania New Orleans, the first one, WrestleMania 30, she debuted on the main roster. And 4 years later, it's where she wanted to retire. There's some poetry to that, and that's very nice.
And apparently, that was supposed to be it. But then Tuesday, they made the decision to make her SmackDown GM. So, on her first night, I think she did an alright job.
Which is cool.
Yeah, so I look forward to seeing what she'll be doing as
there's
GM of
a lot of people
SmackDown.
go, oh no, Paige. I'm like, come on, guys, it's SmackDown Live. She's got like one promo a night and a couple of backstage segments. There could be worse things.
It's at least not going to be Stephanie McMahon, which is going to be on Raw all the time, berating everyone. So you can be happy about that.
Yet.
I don't think Paige would be that kind of general manager. I think they're going to keep her face.
For a while, anyway.
And then one of my favorite segments from this week on SmackDown. First, you had the Charlotte, cutting a very babyface promo, putting over Asuka.
Yeah.
But, knowing how significant her victory was. And then she was interrupted by the debuting Iconics.
Hate the name change, but it's a legal issue, so I'll let it have it. I'll let him have it.
Yeah. So, the Iconics debut, and they gave one hell of a beatdown to Charlotte. Like, Jesus.
Like, stop. She's already dead. Ah, fuck, there comes our Carmella.
Fabolous, yes. Yes, she's fabulous because she's the champ. Capiche?
I'm still a little salty about that, to be honest.
I'm not. I was like everyone who was at Ripdown can tell you this. I was marking out the whole time.
Why am I not surprised?
I love a good cash in, and this was a great cash in.
Fair being fair. The amount of heat she's gonna get from that. That's a good cash in.
And one thing I love is that they stayed on that victory for like a good 5 or 6 minutes. They let her bask in that victory.
They did. They absolutely did.
Like, I was like, wow, they're still on this. They could have. I was expecting them to cut to commercial after like 3 minutes, but no, this went for at least a good like maybe 7 or 8 minutes of that victory. Like, holy hell, they really want to put this over. Also, Mike Chioda, do you not understand how cashing in works?
Oh my God, this guy's like, what? You're gonna do what with that? Okay, ding ding. Motherfucker, you've had the Money in the Bank concepts for WrestleMania 20 goddamn one.
Which reminds me, I can now make parallels to Reality of Wrestling because Terrell Tempo went into Booker T's office and said, I want a no DQ match with Sean Studd. And he's like, you want your match tonight with Sean Studd? Yes, I want it to be no disqualifications. So you want your match tonight, Sean Studd, no disqualifications. Yes, I want my match with Sean Studd to be no disqualifications.
Sugar nugget, quick.
Kept on going on. I'm like, okay, which one of these two is more delusional, Mike Chioda or Booker T? Like, it's just something in the water in pro wrestling where people just don't understand how matches work anymore.
Idiots. Also, Booker T, one too many shots to the head.
I marked out that. And of course, at the end of the night, we had all of AJ Styles. Whatever was left of his groin from WrestleMania was destroyed on SmackDown.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to take away from
Shinsuke destroyed that left nut. The right nut was destroyed on SmackDown Live.
It was like a good 2 or 3 low blows on SmackDown. It was a bit much.
There's that meme. He keeps hitting me in the dick. Why? Why does he keep hitting me in the dick? And of course, it's Cooler, but instead of Cooler, it's the face is replaced by Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yep.
Love that meme. Makes so much fucking sense.
Which is not to take away from the match that AJ and Bryan had. They had a very
beautiful match, and they know they got some money on that. So, great TV main event and build up to the next to the rematch and the next a few feuds here and there.
Yeah,
all of the yes.
Also, if you guys have not watched the Andre the Giant documentary, go watch it.
Did you watch it?
Yeah. It was excellent.
Yeah. Excellent. Well produced. They got Billy Crystal in that thing.
Yep.
Very nice.
And they got Carrie Ells.
Carrie Ells, Robin Wright.
Yep.
And
there's
Vincent
quite a few people in there. And
Kennedy McMahon.
And of course, you saw the one thing I love is that Ric Flair was in it, but they didn't cut to him at all in the documentary until they started talking about like partying and shit.
I mean,
fucking course.
Because of course. I mean, you want to share party stories, you got to share parties. It's Ric Flair. He knows party stories.
Just like for the first 20, 30 minutes, you don't see Ric Flair. You see all these other legends. You see Dave Meltzer. You see David Shoemaker. You see all of these people.
You see Tim White. You see Mean Gene Okerlund. When it comes to the booze, woo!
By the way, Tim might make me cry. God damn it.
Oh, there's no crying in wrestling. And of course, there's a tear. Single tear.
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, oh my God, stop, please. No.
And they addressed one of the myths of the effect of that Andre did have a daughter. In that,
yeah, she did. Yeah, he did. He did have a daughter. She was a part of the documentary, and
yeah,
ooh, that was also a bit emotional.
A little bit.
Moving on to happier news.
Yes, please.
Guess who is all in?
Okada.
Yes, Kazuchika Okada is all in.
Yeah. The IWGP Heavyweight Champion of the World.
If he's still champion by then.
By then, we don't know. He's facing Tanahashi to break the record at Wrestling Dontaku. And after that, it's up to the booker.
Yeah, after that, then it's Wrestling Dominion, and we'll see, if he's still champion then. After that, it's Dominion. See if he's champion after that.
Then of course, G1 Climax and King of Pro Wrestling.
No, King of Pro Wrestling comes after All In because All In is September 1st. King of Pro Wrestling is going to be like in mid to late September.
It's very true.
Let's see. Some matches from ROH. We had SoCal Uncensored versus who I now deem as the Flip Bucks.
In a great ladder match, too.
Yes, it was. One match that I feel like wasn't given enough time was the Women of Honor Championship match between Sumi Sakai and
Tennille Dashwood.
No, she wasn't in the match. She got eliminated in the semifinals.
She lost the thing. That's right. Fuck. See, I feel like you do. Who? All right, leverage. Supercard of Honors 12.
Kelly Klein, there is Gatekeeper Kelly Klein.
There it is. Yeah, there it is, right there. Results, Kelly Klein.
Yeah, it only went 7:38. I think it could have gone another 5 minutes because this was the first ever Women of Honor Championship match, and Kelly Klein, until this point, was undefeated in Ring of Honor. And I do understand why they wanted Sumi Sakai win because she was essentially there from the beginning as the female wrestler.
Yeah, she was the female wrestler. That and Jennifer Rose.
Yeah, so I understand why they wanted to
who
win.
Began with Ring of Honor as Jumpin' Jamelia Kraft. Little factoid there.
A little bit of trivia from Matty Jay.
A little bit of trivia.
See, I wish the match was given 5 more minutes just to really build up the finish because it kind of came out of nowhere. I just wish it was given a lot more time just because it was Kelly Klein's first loss, and it was the Women of Honor Championship match for the first time ever. However, they did give her time to celebrate with the title with all the women in the ring, so that was good stuff. And now for Being the Elite, episode 100.
Oh, the tear. Oh, the emotions. Now, of course, it will all center between around the matchup between Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega, which Cody won because the Young Bucks, who want to super kick the shit out of Cody Rhodes, super kicked Kenny Omega.
Yeah, Cody ducked out of the way at the last possible second. They hit Kenny Omega. Cody has crossroads. Cody covers Kenny, and you can hear and see the Young Bucks in the corner just yelling, "Kick out, Kenny! Kick out! Kick out!" However, he did not. And Kenny was not too happy about this. He felt betrayed that the Young Bucks would even question his friendship with them. He questioned just why they saw this as a team thing anyways. Team Cody versus Team Kenny when, they're supposed to be best friends.
Mm-hmm.
And the episode ends with each member of the Elite going their separate ways. Hangman being disillusioned by Cody. Young Bucks not seeing Cody as a legit leader. Marty getting $1 million contract deal, being exclusive to them and no longer being on the Elite. And Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi just not wanting anything to do with Young Bucks. So Cody,
who is the leader of the Bullet Club, left alone.
And as for Brandy, she went off to the hospital with Flip Gordon. So this is the Elite at their absolute lowest. And
Cody Rhodes left in the locker room. I won, and oh, sad music. Slow pan out of the room. And the last shot, he's looking at his ring, and he tosses it.
And then we even got a side voiceover from Nick, who was like, "You enjoy this episode? Okay." And that's just how it ends. And it's called Finale, which is interesting. What is this the finale of? I don't think it's the finale of Being the Elite itself.
I hope not. Jesus Christ. But, oh, that feels sad.
So I hope that this is just a season finale, if anything else. They got us at the edge of our seats.
Pretty much.
And that is all of the stuffs that I have to talk about this week in the world of professional wrestling.
Well, I think we need to talk about winners and losers. So let's start with some losers. J-Dub.
For my losers, I'm going to keep this simple and just be the WrestleMania main event. Why?
Yeah. Alberto No-Show Patron is one of my losers this week, and I'm going to put Channel Awesome in there for that, because, I had a whole rant saved up, but then the whole thing with Shades happened. I feel so goddamn bad that I really don't want to take a shit on anything else. Needless to say, hey, Channel Awesome, you done fucked up.
Big time, they're not coming back from this. They can't.
I mean, it's sad when the video that Shades made a couple days ago is more respectful and more tasteful than your little rant, rant, or your non-apology on your first one. And the second one is like, well, that's pretty much what you're doing. It's like, nuh-uh. So it's like, okay, fine, we fucked up. No, they're just the condensating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hypocrites. And I think at this point it's between Brad Jones and Guru Larry, the last one to leave. No, I got the bill. No, I got the bill. Hello, you, Bill. We were having fun with that.
They did this to themselves.
Yeah. And that's all I have
And
to
I'll
say
just
there. You
leave it.
want my opinion? They're fucked. They shot themselves in the foot, and instead of saying, "Ow, my foot," they said, "You shot my foot." The gun's in your hand, but you still shot my foot. You shot yourself. So no, you maybe shoot. No. You shot yourself in the fucking foot.
So with that, let's brighten the mood up with some winners.
Well, I think we ought to here. Kick us off.
For me, it is the world of pro wrestling. That was one hell of a weekend. No matter what you watch, be it Joey Janela's Spring Break, be it Matt Riddle's Bloodsport, be it Ring of Honor, be it NXT, WrestleMania, whatever have you as a wrestling fan were a winner. The whole wrestling community this past week, was a winner because this was just non-stop fun times.
Yes. But of course, wrestling is a winner this week, but specifically, there's a few, man. There's a few. The NXT North American Championship ladder match, Gargano versus Ciampa, both 5-star class of matches. Congratulations for that. Xavier Woods for that Power Rangers jingle, the Dragon Zord call, fucking A. Jarius J.J. Robertson. I'm like, the Warrior Award is a throwaway speech, usually. It's just one of those you make you feel sad. J.J. took it. He roasted Cena. He roasted the crowd for hating it on Reigns. That kid was fucking awesome. Like, the roll call at Mania, he got a hell of... Most people would get, yay! And he got one of those, yay! Out of it. So, thumbs up, JJ. Congratulations. You earned it. You deserve it.
I didn't see any of the Hall of Fame speeches. However, he did seem quite charismatic when he was up on stage.
He was. That is a speech to watch. I will tell you right now, Jeff Jarrett, Mark Henry, Dudley Boyz, and JJ would be ones to watch. Everything else, you could skip. Especially Mark Henry when he decided to pay tribute to his sexual chocolate character. That had me laughing my ass off. And finally, you saw it on the chat, or you saw him in the chat earlier. Rackty7, who's been racking up the donations. Holy shit!
Yeah, thank you.
Donated up to I think at least $2,000 to RBT Entertainment.
Where's he getting all this money?
We don't know, but we thank him anyway. Holy crap! Thank you very much.
Hope you're not stealing from anyone.
I hope so, man. I hope so. All I'm going to say is Ranger Stop, the hotel for Ranger Stop is paid for because of that. Thank you, 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 thank you. Have I said thank you? I think I need to say thank you. That being said, that's it. That's our show. T-Dub, you got WrestleMania 24 that you got reviewed.
Yeah, but last week I put out my new review.
Yeah.
News video, WrestleMania 24 review.
Yep.
And now I'm working on my review of Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Should be out within the next week.
Ooh, good luck with that, bud. Good luck with that. As far as us, of course, I was going to plug what we had with the Shades and let him do his thing. But since he's not here, tomorrow we have Tony Helms with the helmsman of Tony Helms of the crew. They're doing their usual stuff. And I believe they're doing. They did Enemy Mavericks podcast last week, so they're off this week, I think. There are some moments I wish Mike was here, help me out with that. But
oh yeah,
I will tell you this: Sunday, Tokyo Riffs Live is back, regular schedule, of course, with Pato Ranger versus Lupin Ranger. Lupin Ranger versus Pato Ranger. Excuse me. We have Kamen Rider Build, Ultra Keiji Kavan, and of course Ninja Sentai Huri Kenjir with our regular rotation. Monday, Shades plays. I hope he's been doing stuff and things. He'll be finding another game on a Tuesday. Riff Down TBK with a crew. Another SmackDown. Wednesday, Monk Minis. With myself, the Shades. Yeah, they're off this week. Thank you, Die Hard. Another edition of Monk Minis. We're halfway through our thing with RL5, something like that, where we're going through it's part 2 of our thing. I was out of it because I was doing research for WrestleMania 34. No shock there, but no excuse. We're about to do the Great War with an Oni. That's all I know. That's all I can remember. Thursday, no Ranger recap. It's hiatus time, so we're on one every 2 weeks. We did that last week. We talked about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from Boom Comics issues 1 through 16. We had a good time talking about that. And, of course, your email. So it is available on our YouTube channel for your listening entertainment. The audio version will be up tomorrow at the same time as the Wrestle-Cast. You'll have it. It'll be in the description there. And, of course, we're back here next week. And I believe we're talking about the Greatest Royal Rumble next week, aren't we?
Let me look up the schedule real quick for when the Greatest Royal Rumble is happening. That's going to be April 27th.
April 27th. So that is not this week, but next week, actually. Actually,
So I
no.
guess next week.
Yeah,
Next week we could preview it.
We could preview it next week, actually. So yeah, we would have to preview it next week and do a review if we can. Because at this point, I don't know if we'll be able to do so.
Let's see. The main show starts at noon Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we should be able to review it.
I'll be having to watch that at work. That's gonna be fun. I got a hell of a card going. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That being said, that'll be at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know the time and channel. Of course, until then, if you're on our Twitch.tv, don't forget to follow us and hit that subscribe button for exclusive emotes and all the good stuff. You could donate bits as well, like Racky did. We do appreciate everything you send us, of course. And all of that good stuff. Until then, we thank you very much for tuning in and listening to our madness. And we thank the Shades for coming in and saying hi. We are so sorry about that desk. T-Dub, that Dave killed his desk.
In all fairness to me, I had no idea he was going to hit his desk when he daved.
You shouldn't have gone all crazy eyes on Jinder Mahal again.
That's kind of half my gimmick at this point.
True. That being said, on behalf of the Shades, who remind you to rock on. No, sorry, rock on. I hope I did it right. Shades, if you're listening, I'm so sorry if I fucked it up. And on behalf of my good buddy TWK.
Until next time, this is TWK TV Reviews, Sunny TWK Gimmick, and Shades, I hope you're okay.
My name's Matty Jay, my own professional wrestling sports independent promotion. As soon as possible, we shall talk to you next week. Breathe. We're done with WrestleMania, folks. Have a good one. Have a safe one. We'll talk to you next week. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
I don't know what happened. I mean, I had a dark match tonight. I opened up the show. New Orleans was crazy. It was good. Everybody was having a good time. I go into the locker room. I take off my gear, and then I'm a little peckish, because I had a dark match, and I put in all this energy, and I got the win. Everybody. So that was good. And then I go, and they have this delicious quinoa. So I'm eating the quinoa. And then I come back out full, satisfied, happy, and then there's these two Australian girls, and then Carmella comes running past, and she's holding the title, and then Charlotte comes back all beaten up and bruised and battered, and dang. It was really good chemo though.